Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Nastasia, and today we are talking about physical appearance, and I thought there was no better way to talk about this topic than to strip myself of all makeup, all products, all hair products, everything. I'm just fresh out of the shower in my sweatpants and t-shirt, and I haven't even brushed my teeth, and just chilling to talk to you guys today, kind of about my view on physical beauty, what I tend to tell myself, and how I think we can kind of tackle the problem together. But before I get into that, if you end up liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can stay updated on my videos every time I post. So something I've recently realized, this was just a few days ago that I thought about this, was the idea that I am confident without makeup, but I don't think I'm beautiful without makeup. And that's something I think nobody's really talked about before. I think a lot of times we as a society or as people or whatever you want to call it, like, we think, oh, if she's confident without makeup, then she must think she's beautiful without makeup. And oh, if she's not confident, that must mean she doesn't think she's beautiful. And I think there's an in-between that people aren't talking about. So I was thinking about the fact that, like, I am okay without makeup on. Like, obviously I'm not freaking out right now being in front of a camera without makeup on that's going to go on the internet. Like, it's not a huge deal for me. It doesn't make me cringe or anything. I can go out in public without it on, without doing anything to my hair, with looking completely natural. I can hang out with my friends. I can go to the movies. I can do all those things and be okay. I'm not thinking about it constantly or, like, insecure constantly or anything like that. And so I thought, oh, then I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place. I don't have to rely on makeup. I'm in a healthy place. But I realized the other day that I'm okay with that, but, like, I don't feel like I'm beautiful without makeup on. I feel like I look pretty plain. I feel like I look not, if anything, like average, maybe below. And this isn't me trying to fish for compliments, so don't feel like you have to tell me, oh, you're pretty. Like, I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. That's not my point. My point is that I think everybody's settling. My last video was all about settling, that I just posted, so go check it out after this video. But I think we're also settling in how we love ourselves, too. And we think, oh, if I'm okay going out in public without makeup, it doesn't matter if I think I'm pretty. It just matters that I can function without it. But I don't really want to live like that. I want to think I'm beautiful all the time. And not just, obviously, inward beauty is more important than anything else, but God also made our physical bodies too. And He thinks they're beautiful too. I don't care what you've gone through. I don't care if you have acne or if you are, like, if you had an accident and now you don't look like you used to or anything like that. I mean, I care. That's not what I mean, but, like, you're still beautiful. That's the point. It's not like, oh, except for me because of this. No. Like, you're still beautiful because God sees you that way. But that's also kind of a cop-out to say, is you should think you're beautiful because God does. And it's like, oh, great. Now you changed my whole life. Now I just... You know, it doesn't just work to hear that. You have to work at it. You have to, like, believe it. And that's a process to actually believe that. So I wanted to talk about why I think that is, and different practical ways that I think we can start not seeing ourselves as just, like, acceptable without, like, makeup or, like, amazing hair or cute outfit, but, like, actually beautiful. Like, actually feel beautiful, not just okay. I think there's two on the spectrum, there's two different extremes that Christians seem to go down a lot of times. One is, like, don't wear makeup ever, because if you are trying to add on to God's beauty, you're only making it worse. Like, you are perfect the way you are. You should not wear makeup. You should not do your hair. You should be completely natural, or else you're basically sinning. Okay, you've probably heard that. And then but I feel like there's the other extreme of you have to look perfect all the time. As a Christian, you have to look perfect all the time. You have to look put together. You can't be underdressed, under-makeuped, under-haired, anything. You have to look great all the time because you have to reflect Jesus perfectly. And people need to think you have it all together so that they'll want to be a Christian. Okay, both of those are wrong. Like, That's not good. And there's this whole middle part that no one's talking about, and I'm going to talk about it. I don't think personally there's anything wrong with doing your hair, makeup, wearing a cute outfit. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I see makeup as just like a fun thing for me. I love art, and it's like another form of art for me, and accentuating different features I like and all that, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But I also don't think it's a bad thing to want to look good, but it's also like it can be really dangerous to feel like you have to look good all the time, and that the idea of not wearing makeup means you don't look good. Like, when did that become a thing, and why did it become a thing? That when you wear makeup all the time, if you don't wear it, suddenly, oh, you look like you don't feel good. I feel fine, I'm just not wearing makeup, or something like that. And this isn't a rant on society, because I think more than society, I think we do this to ourselves. Society has very little work to do in this, because the mirror is all we need to be putting ourselves down every single morning. Society can sit back in a recliner and be good with us just tearing ourselves down every single day. So I notice that every time I look in the mirror, no matter how hard I try to look great, and when I do look great and probably look like a 10, no matter what, I see myself as like a 4 or 5 at best. And that's because if nothing is wrong, I will find something wrong. My pores look too big, or my mascara doesn't look as good as it could, or I have this one tiny little area that looks a little bit like more like fat than the other parts of me, or like literally, or my toenails aren't painted well enough. Like, I do that to myself all the time, and you might think that's extreme, but can you really say you've never done that to yourself? So this isn't going to be a rant of me saying stop wearing makeup or wear more makeup. This isn't going to be one of those. I think you should do whatever you're comfortable with, but at the same time, I really want us to strive towards the idea of not only feeling confident without makeup, but feeling beautiful without it. Because we are made in the image of God. And I just imagine us showing likeness of God, like we somehow resemble him, and putting ourselves down all the time. We put down his creation. It's like art. It's like if I painted something beautiful and I thought it was stunning and I was so proud of it, and somebody just kept pointing out the imperfections in it and hating on it and putting it down, and oh, well, if we just put this on it, then it'll look better. Like, that would break my heart, because I would be so proud of it and I would love it so much because I made it. And like, God made you perfect the way you are. And that's not just your heart and your soul and how he's redeemed you from your sin. It's also because he thinks you're beautiful physically too. And that doesn't mean you don't take care of your body and eat healthy and exercise and be the healthiest you can be, but like, he loves you. He loves that bump in your nose. He loves the different colors in your eyes and your hair, like my thin hair and all that stuff, because first of all, it doesn't matter nearly as much to him as your heart, but second of all, he created you. You are his work of art. You are beautiful. And like, imagine a beautiful statue that was made, like being able to just insult itself to its artist. Or like, it even if it could, I don't think it would. And that's what I do all the time. I insult myself to the artist. Like, God, just make me better. Just make my hair grow longer. Make me look like this. Make me look like that. Instead of saying, God, I think you made me beautiful. And I want to do the best I can to take care of this body you gave me. But I'm going to enjoy it in the process as well. I'm going to think it's beautiful at the destination now and during the process. It's beautiful the whole time. I wish we would do that more, and I think we should start. Now, there's nothing I can really say that is going to make you change everything in your life. It has to be up to you. But start looking at yourself as a work of art. And like every work of art has quirky things. Like every statue has something quirky about it. Every painting has something quirky about it. And the thing is, not everybody appreciates art the same way. You know? Like, no matter what, the artist is going to love it. God loves it. And that's all that matters. But remember, there are other people who don't understand art, who just prefer different things. And you have to be okay with that. Because one piece of art can't look like every piece of art all at once. It looks like itself. You look like you. And the creator of you loves you like that. And there are people who will appreciate you for how you look, how you act, how everything about you that makes you a beautiful work of art. You are a masterpiece. And I'm not talking to just girls. You know, if there are guys watching this, you are too. Like, God thinks if you don't like the word beautiful, then we'll go with handsome or something like that. But just start thinking of yourself as a masterpiece and start trying to get to know yourself. Like, start looking at those little like things that you don't like about yourself as quirky things that make the art what it is. Because if you look at people who look too perfect because they've gotten plastic surgery and blah, 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 they start looking like everybody else. They start looking like one person and it's not beautiful anymore. Your differences are what make you beautiful. Even if you hate them, they are what makes you beautiful. So I hope you guys liked this video. I really liked doing it, and maybe I'll do some more in the future of me just not wearing makeup, talking about physical, you know, my personal insecurities, see if you guys can relate to them. So if you like those, please comment them down below. But I will see you guys next time, and I love you so much. Bye!